This is the story of how I DNF'd 2 times in the same race. You might be wondering how that's possible. First, a little background. I'm Peter, and this is my first year of proper wheel-to-wheel racing. While I've had a few races under my belt, this is my first time driving this hopped-up 6th Gen Civic. It's a very fun, very engaging car to drive. It doesn't have ABS or power steering, so it really commands your respect. Join me at the front of the pack at the start of an 8-hour endurance race, put on by the Northern Alberta Sports Car Club in Alberta, Canada. We're running in the E2 class. It's not the fastest, but also not the slowest class, and it always has great competition. The starting order is first come, first serve, and I was lucky enough to get out first, so that makes my life a lot easier for the start. We'll fast forward a bit here as I get my tires warmed up behind the pace car, waiting for it to peel off into the pit lane. So off it goes into the pit lane, and we're just moments away from going green. Dipping 2 wheels off the track there. Earlier in the day, a car had blown its transmission and left oil over that corner. Getting some moves done on lap traffic there. It's always a balance between trying not to lose too much time, but also managing risk. It's a long race after all. And here I am pointing by an E1 car. I thought once this BMW got past he'd just pull away from me, but we actually ended up having some great back and forth for the next hour. BMW just having a few moments. I'm just pointing ahead, telling him, go, go, go. That brings us to the worst part of the race, for me at least. You can see on the right there a marshal waving a yellow flag, and I am not looking at it. I'm looking in my mirrors. I see the BMW slow down. I think he's letting me by. Then I immediately see the yellow flag to my left and know I've made a big mistake. So as soon as we go back to green, I let him by, but I know the damage is done and a penalty's coming my way. And sure enough, the stewards handed me a 2-lap penalty, which I completely deserved. I felt terrible and I was apologizing to the team over the radio, but I quickly had to gather myself up because a fellow E2 car had caught up to us. But lucky for me, just a few laps later, a full course yellow was called and eventually a safety car. Bit of time to cool down and gather my thoughts, we're back to green. That yellow Mustang is right on my bumper. We would continue like this for a while, until eventually, if you look to my left again, you'll see a big puff of smoke and that yellow Mustang. Later I found out they had a flat tire and had a hard time getting back to the pits, which put them several laps down. I always hate to see competitors have issues like that, especially when they're outside their control, but it did give me a little bit of breathing room. As we continue on here, still just following that BMW closely, we come in behind this diesel-powered VW Jetta. They're in a different class from us, but actually pretty similar on pace. And although they're a lap down, the three of us here are about to have a great battle. about 2 hours run, it's time to come in for my first pit stop. You may have noticed that I've only been using 4th gear, not really shifting too much. This is part of our strategy to save fuel. We don't have a huge fuel tank in this car, so need to save every liter that we can. I've just done enough here, and I'm able to bring the car in under its own power. So at this point I was still feeling pretty bad about passing under yellow, but my teammate Rob was right there to encourage me. Team owner Will as well. Love you guys.
Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo. They sound good, I can really well. It's not starting.
Kill switch is on. Turn it off and on. Okay, we'll bump start you if we have to.
It's not starting.
Okay, we'll bump start you, don't worry.
Good job, guys. Good job. Thank you.
So with a first gear burnout out of the pits, Rob's in the car. This is his first time driving it, ever. So our BMW friend giving me a bit more free content. But as you can see, Rob starts having troubles with the engine cutting out on him. This would go on for a while, but it wouldn't stop Rob from making this ridiculous move. And I think he was pretty happy with himself. But we'll fast forward a bit more now here and just have a listen to the engine.
think it just died, guys.
Transmission or engine?
I think it's engine.
Not your fault.
I'm sorry, guys. I know it's not my fault, but I'm sorry. Goodbye. Oh, wait, Adele. I'll see you on the other side. Hey, quick! Throw me my vape! I'm already smoking!
So you're motor, right?
I believe so.
Good. I don't see anything much else.
You might be wondering about the title of this video. We blew a motor, DNF'd, so that's that, right? Well, there's a spot in the rules that allow spare cars, and we just happen to have a friend with one laying around. The race is split into 2 days, with 4 hours run on the Saturday and 4 on the Sunday, so this gave us enough time to get the car ready and out on track for the start of the second day.
Thank you, team. Let's go shake and bake. Rock and roll.
Because we weren't the only ones that ran into issues on the first day, we actually managed to hold on to first place, and we're 7 laps in the lead at this point. So while this car was an E3 car, and significantly slower than the Civic, all we had to do was drive fast and hang on to the lead until the end of the race. Yes, so not a lot happened in the first half of Rob's stint, as you could probably tell. He was getting a little bored. But he was about to have some drama.
Oh, he just went past me. He just went past me. He just went past me. Double pass under yellow. Double pass under yellow. He's going to be by. I am not going.
idea what that was about. But before long, it was time for Rob to hand the car over to me, since his 2 hours had expired.
The car's not cranking.
What do you mean the car's not?
1 minute remaining.
Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. We might have to jump him. We might have to jump him.
Yeah, it's the clutch safety switch.
Okay. 30 seconds.
Bit of a heart stopper there. I've driven this car a few times now, and that's never happened. Huge thanks to the owner of the car, Daedalus. Not only did he let us use it, but he just fixed it in under a minute. As soon as I got going, I had one goal, and that was to send it. That was short-lived, because I started to feel a vibration on power and right-handers, so I brought the car into the pits just to be safe, so that the team could check it over.
Yeah, only on power, only in left-handers.
Okay.
Check the wheels too, just in case.
Wheel bearings seem okay, and valves seem okay.
Wheels look like they're on.
We're 12 laps up. We have time. Don't stress.
Yeah, that's why I brought it in. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let us know if it gets any worse.
That chattering noise is what I'd been dealing with. I was able to manage it by just being later on the power, but it never seemed to go away.
On the exit of 11 basically, or just before it. Yeah, I started feeling a vibration through 6 and 7 that was a little more than usual, and then I just took it real easy and the tire went down like a corner later, so glad I did. Hello?
Hi, what you do?
Check the front left there, does it look? See any?
Not flat.
You sure?
Yeah.
It looks to me like you got a bunch of, yeah, I think you got a bearing on it.
Oh.
I can see shavings in there.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just hook on and give you a tow down a pit.
As long as you're okay.
I'm good. Just a little feelings hurt.
safe as keeping it where it is. Well, that's kind of up to you.
Well, I've got another.
And that's how we DNF'd twice in one race. It's disappointing, but Rob and I got lots of seat time and had plenty of fun in the process. The crew was quick, accurate, and patient all weekend long. I can't thank them enough for it. While we didn't finish the race and lost first, it's hard to really be upset. A bad day at the racetrack, still a day at the racetrack. Thanks for watching.